BXB. It's in the game!
Hey guys, it's me Ben, back with another of my quick video reviews. First of all, I have to apologise if I sound a bit weird, it's because I'm getting over a nasty cold. But I'm back here looking at another indie game, and this one is quite different and not what you'd expect to see, to be honest. This is a full motion video interactive movie. I'm actually a little bit reluctant to call it a game. This has been brought to us by Wales Interactive and Control Movie, and as you just saw, it's called Late Shift. And these guys put out a game called The Bunker last year, and now they're back with this. Now, in my time as a critic and a reviewer, I've done some criticisms of films and things like that, and I'm actually inclined to almost review this more as a movie than as a video game. Now, what this is, and what this greatly reminds me of, is something from my childhood, which was the Choose Your Own Adventure novels, something that I've taken off again on iOS, and I actually enjoy playing on there. You know, the idea of interactive fiction rather than a game. And Late Shift here, I'm reluctant to show too much footage, and I'm showing stuff from the very start of the game because I don't want to spoil the experience, because strangely enough, the experience is the narrative and is the decisions you get to make in this game. So to do more than just show the opening moments would be a real disservice to it. At first I thought, this is a bit hokey, I guess, but I was really struck by a couple of things. It's shot really nicely, like professionally, and therefore it's not silly FMV, badly done, badly shot, bad cinematography. It's shot well, it's performed well, it's written well, the sound design is nice, everything looks very good. Obviously the budget wasn't massive, and you can tell from some of the sort of environments that is shot in, some of the locations that we get. However, within those constraints, a lot has been done with this game. It looks crisp. It's not some, low resolution nightmare from the 90s. This is definitely an FMV game from the 20-somethings. And I enjoyed the story. It's a interactive crime thriller. So what they're trying to do is make it feel like you have a level of decision ability within a Hollywood blockbuster. Now, as a proof of concept, that's really cool. As a movie buff, I love the idea of being able to decide where I can take my hero character and what I can get him to play. Now, the game has 7 distinct endings. You have over 180 decision points. There's a lot of choice in this game, and it definitely encourages replayability. One playthrough will last you maybe 2 hours. Depending on the decisions you make, it might end very abruptly. And you'll get to see various scenes, and you can basically decide how they will play out, and all the key decisions you can make as it goes along, usually using some form of timed decision option, which you can pick from 2, 3 or 4 options. I had a really good time with this. Sadly, one of the things that does detract from the experience on the Xbox One, which is the version I reviewed, is that it has some performance issues, which is kind of surprising. When you pick a choice, sometimes you'll get things like video hitching, you might get a distortion on the screen, or you might get that weird thing where the video seems to fast forward and to have to try and keep up with the audio. It's a bit weird that a game with so little game could have that kind of a technical problem. I hope they patch it. I don't know if they will. I've seen some video of the PC version, and that, at least on high-end rigs, it doesn't seem to suffer from that. You'll see some of these problems, I think, probably in the video that I'm showing here. It's not game-breaking. It is a little bit disappointing. Other criticisms would be that, there's definitely a lack of cash here. The performances from the actors that are involved are good for the most part. Some of the lesser characters aren't maybe as well acted. The writing is pretty damn good, and I was engaged with the story, and I wanted to know what happened. And on some of my playthroughs, I took the characters through very distinct routes, like the very negative side of the responses, the very positive side of the responses to the decisions you could make, just to see what would happen in the extremes. And the responses and the endpoints for those were satisfying, and as I think they should be. So I enjoyed my time with this. It's difficult to call a game, but as an interactive experience, I'm going to have to give it 4 out of 5 stars.
BXB. It's in the game!